West USA Cares out here at the Deuce in downtown Phoenix. If you haven't heard, we are doing our 4th annual Giving Gala this year at the Deuce. So we're out here with Sydney Grove. We did an interview with her earlier about her organization, Can You Spare a Story? And she is going to be our beneficiary for the night of the event. We're so excited. So some of the proceeds for that night are actually going to go to benefit her and her organization. And so I just wanted to continue our talk a little bit about Can You Spare a Story? And find out a little bit more of the interesting side of it, which is actually, the interviews and talking to them. And I think the biggest thing that people want to know is, how did this come about? How did you get started doing this?
Absolutely. So coming into college, I was really bored. I couldn't get a job. My mom told me just to focus on school. I was kind of a loser. I still am.
Oh, no.
So I really, I've always connected with the homeless population. And I've always wanted to humanize people to the most and give people the ability to tell their own story without judgment. So I thought of this idea to just create a blog where I could show my mom and my family the homeless people I meet here in Phoenix, just because it was a whole new rodeo for me. And from there, it just kind of turned from a hobby to a lifelong passion that I want to do.
Wow, it's so amazing. In college, I definitely did not have any of that on my mind. I don't think I even had any sleep in college. I definitely wasn't bored. So, you're so ambitious and so philanthropic and out there and just entrepreneur and everything. So everybody has a reason to admire you. So tell me about that first story. How, the emotions, what the thoughts were going on in your head.
I was so nervous. I was probably more nervous than he was. It actually was Halloween night, and we were in Tempe, and I met Rocky, and he is just this big guy in a wheelchair, and he has a big beard, and he was so inspiring and so welcoming and made me feel so comfortable in an element that I was nervous for.
Yeah.
So he really inspires the community because he has 17 people that he travels with.
Wow.
So he has a group, and they all work and they live under the freeway. But he really connects with the people who go in downtown Tempe. People will bring him leftovers for dinner. He'll have Tupperware, and someone made him a shirt with Rocky embroidered on it. He just is so loving. And he was in the Navy, really involved, and just kind of fell out of it and lost his opportunity and became homeless and found a life on the streets.
Wow, oh my gosh. So, based off these stories, and you can go on her website and you can read all these different stories. They have pictures on canyouspareastory.com. It's phenomenal just to hop on there and just kind of take a look at the pictures and read each of these people's stories, and you can connect with them. But tell me about your most inspirational story. The one that really just is living in your heart.
Absolutely. So during our first Priceless pop-up shop in the summer of last year, I met a young woman named Melissa, and she is just this gorgeous woman who is on the streets, and you would never imagine that she was in the streets. But she showed me how powerful a woman can be. She travels with a group of women, and they stand their own on the streets and make sure that they're okay, and they constantly live in a community together. And I think that was so inspiring because I was raised by a single mom, so girl power is my whole thing.
Right.
So that was so huge for me to see it in the homeless community as well.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And then the last one, I think that is the biggest one, is you shared with me a success story that's happening right now.
Yes, actually. Our last story was Anthony, and he has been homeless for a few months now. He volunteers at the Care Complex, which we partner with in a lot of events. And he is just this so deserving young man who used to be in entertainment and do all these videos, and he's hilarious and makes everyone feel at home. He really wanted an opportunity to get back into the workforce. So we organized an opportunity for him to interview at one of the downtown casinos. And we're hoping that it works out, but fingers crossed, he interviews in a few weeks.
Yay! We'll have to be rooting for Anthony.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully we'll have that success story completed, and maybe he's got a job when we have the event here at the Deuce. I think the most important question is, we're going to be raising these funds that night at the 4th annual Giving Gala, and where are these proceeds going to be able to go? How are we going to be able to help you to help the homeless?
Absolutely. So November is Homeless Awareness Month. So we are
I
planning
did not
to
know
do.
that.
It's actually my birth month as well, so maybe it's
Wow.
just destiny.
There you go.
But we are planning to do a Prices pop-up shop for the winter and provide our homeless friends with coats and undergarments. And the money that you guys provide for us will allow for us to buy new undergarments and new socks. Those are our most requested items on the streets because it really keeps people cleanly and warm.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the little luxuries that we take advantage of are absolutely huge to these people. So,
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
that's so
course.
great. We hope that you guys can make it out to help benefit both West USA Cares and Can You Spare a Story. If you have a moment, hop onto her website, take a look at it, canyouspareastory.com. There's beautiful pictures on there of the people that she's interviewed and talked to and being able to have them share their stories. And hopefully we'll see you guys out here at the Deuce on September 20th from 6 to 10 p.m. Buy your tickets. Thank you guys. We'll see you there.
Bye, guys.